Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back everyone. Now before we go to Jordana, let's first take a look at Jane's fitness tip on abdominal exercises.
Hi guys, welcome to your fitness tips. I'm Jane and this is Elia.
Hi there.
We're going to show you some abdominal exercises today. That's exercises for your tummy, and we're going to give you options and show you how to make it easier and how to make it more difficult. Okay, so you want to lie yourself down. I'm going to do the harder version of this first exercise. So it's legs in the air. Bent legs is easier, which Elia is showing you. You put your hands behind your head and you extend one leg and reach across to the opposite knee and then change sides. So you've got to try and keep your pelvis really steady. Try not to let your body weight roll across from one side of your bum to the other. And you want a nice strong lift through the shoulder blades here. So try and get your chest towards your belly. Get your shoulders off the floor. Nice deep breaths out and out. Let's just do one more on each side, shall we? Excellent. Okay, I'm going to hand you over to Elia for your next exercise.
Okay guys, so this one we're going to be targeting the lower abdominals. This is a great exercise, it's called the reverse curl. So Jane's going to be doing a slightly easier version and it's going to be a slight lift. I'm going to be making it a little bit tougher and we're going to be lifting up a little higher and controlling down as we release down. Now no pressure goes through the floor, so we're really making sure we're just controlling through the lower abdomen, nice and tall. Good, really lifting the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Great exercise for the lower abdominals. Last one there. Excellent, well done.
Lovely, I can feel that. The next one, yeah, I can feel that in the lower tummy. Yeah, and the next one's also for the lower tummy, isn't it, Elia? So the next one, you've got different options as well. And we're going to extend the legs away to challenge the core. Now, Elia's going to do a slightly easier version. His leg's going to go higher. So you keep your head on the floor and you extend one leg. So you'll see that my leg's gone a little bit lower towards the ground than Elia's leg. And the lower the leg goes, the more challenging it is. Now the idea is, guys, that you've got to press down through your abs to keep your lower back in a neutral position. Don't let your back arch. If you let your back arch off the floor, you're not working your tummy effectively and you could potentially pull your lower back. I'll just show you one more option. Only try this if you've got a strong tummy and no back problems. It's a double leg. You got to make sure there's no space between your lower back and the floor. So if you're new to exercise, stick to the easy version till you know you've got enough strength in the tummy. That's brilliant. Let's finish this last one. And we're going to swing ourselves up. Well done, guys. Get yourself a six-pack by summer. Good luck, and we'll see you next time.
See you soon.
Thank you very much, Jane and Elia. So now I'd like to introduce Jordana to the show. Hello.
Hi, Chrissy.
How are you, my love?
Good, thanks. Yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. Now, you are a fellow presenter.
Yes, I am.
Now, do tell us how it all started for you.
Oh God, I feel like this is going to be a really long story. Started off doing drama school and all that sort of stuff since I was really young, and always wanted to do acting, singing, presenting. So left school, had a bit of an accident, which obviously we'll chat about, but sort of had to step back for a few years. Then jumped back into doing feature films, TV shows, live radio, and then presenting on live TV. And now, of course, I do Show Brazil. I'm the main presenter on that weekly. So.
Wow. Okay, so let's go back a bit now. So you mentioned something that happened. You had a bit of an accident, or was it like it was quite a major accident, wasn't it? What happened?
Yeah, well, I was 17 years old and I was at a friend's house party and I usually had sort of a strict curfew, but Mum sort of extended it that night. Yeah. She always regrets that, but there was a barbecue involved and some methylated spirits and petrol, and some of the boys were sort of messing around.
Oh, gosh.
And they threw the flammables on the barbecue and the sort of shed went on fire and the flame ball hit my face and legs.
Gosh.
So I was in hospital, sort of in and out for a good couple of months during my final year at school. Skin grafts, plastic surgery, all that sort of stuff.
Really?
And yeah, but recovered, but it did take, you know, a good
can't
sort
tell
of
at
few
all,
years.
by the way.
It's called makeup. No, I mean it's healed really well. I'm very, very lucky, but I took a lot of good care of my skin, and I've had also treatments on it.
But how did that affect you?
I think, especially with wanting to be in entertainment, and at the time I was doing a lot of modelling, and I had a job booked for Thailand, and to be 17 and sort of to think I'm going to be too scarred now to do any of that, and to see your face in the mirror for the first time after an accident like that, you can't kind of describe it. So I guess it affected me. It set me back, and I thought I wouldn't be able to do acting ever again, or singing. I thought I'll be too scarred to go in front of a camera. So it kind of put a hold on things for quite a few years.
But how did you then break through that? Because it must have taken, obviously you're having the treatment and everything, but inside, emotionally, how did you actually get past that to do what you're doing today?
I did end up having counselling, and it sort of took me probably a good 5 to 7 years to come to grips with it all. And I said to my mum, I said, do you know what, I'm going to go and study makeup, because at least then I can sort of still be in TV and film, but I'll be behind the scenes. And I studied, and I did the makeup side of things, and I just got really sick of it. And I said, you know what, I just really want to be in front of the camera. And she said, you know what, you go for it.
You belong in front of the camera.
I hope so. That's what I'm thinking anyway. People tell me that. I'm kidding. So I just sort of said, I'm going to give it a try anyway. I can wear makeup. I had a burns vest that I wore, and I no longer had to wear that anymore. And the scars started healing, and I thought,
what was it like the first time you went in front of a camera after the accident?
The first time was really horrible, because you're always so self-conscious. And the first time I did, it was actually to do my show reel. I went to drama school. It was to do my show reel, and on camera you really couldn't see it as much as I thought that I could see when I looked in the mirror. And I did wear, you know, a lot of makeup at the time, I'm not going to lie, and it's gotten better over the years, so I wear less and less. But the first time it was sort of really hard, but at the same time I was really proud. It was.
Did it get easier after that?
Yeah, it got easier and easier and easier, and now I'm at the point where I honestly don't even think about it. It doesn't bother me. It's sort of you sort of grow into it being a part of you. So yeah.
So you're now doing Show Brazil, which is also on this channel, isn't it?
It is.
Can you tell us a bit about it?
I've had to learn how to speak a little bit of Portuguese. I bet all the Brazilians at home just laugh at me at my attempt. But yeah, no, it's a
I'll introduce the show for us in Portuguese.
Oh my God, I so can't. No, I can't speak. All I can say is pop stars' names.
I see. Okay.
Names of songs and places in Brazil, and that's it. And I say it so badly, so I'm not going to embarrass myself on TV once again.
Okay, all right.
But no, I am getting better and better. The first time I did the show, I was just thinking this is going to take forever, and it did. But now when I'm doing the show, it's sort of shorter and shorter and shorter. But yeah, no, it's a Brazilian music show based on Portuguese and Brazilian artists, sort of from way back when and to most recently as well. So yeah, it's quite cool.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's loads of fun. I love doing the music element because I'm so passionate about music. So to be able to present about music, and especially sort of Brazilian type of music, which I love, so it's awesome.
Okay. Now, what is it you love most about presenting yourself?
I think for me, you know, I've done a lot of acting and singing as well, but I love presenting because you get to be yourself and get paid to chat. So it's kind of awesome. You know, just being able to sort of interact with the viewers, and also guests, which I've had in previous shows that I've done as well. And just the fact that you get to have a chat, be natural on camera, and be yourself, and it's really about your personality rather than playing an actual character.
Yeah,
when you're acting.
this is what I say to people sometimes that want to be on TV, and they ask my advice as well, and I say to them, look, I'm just completely myself on camera. If I make a mistake, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Just carry on. I don't like to sort of script things too much either, so it can just be a natural conversation that I have with the guests, because I think it's so important just to be you, because that's what the viewers that's what the viewers love. If it's just someone natural, that everyday people, rather than someone, you know, that they can't relate to at all.
And that's what it's about. I think they do relate to you. They get to know your personality. And I guess they either like you or they don't. I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping that they like me. But yeah, so you get to just really be yourself, and that's it's nice as well. It's nice to be sort of appreciated for that also, if you are.
Now, if there are any young budding presenters watching the show today, what advice would you give them apart from being themselves, maybe when they face sort of hard times or something like that?
I think, I mean, look, if I can overcome being scarred to 30% of my body and still sort of pursue it, and, you know, it did set me back for a few years. So later on in life, I had to then sort of fight for my place, which is more difficult because, you know, you sort of have to fight to be in the industry from such a young age. So to have a good few years out and then attempt to get back in was difficult. But I would say, you know, have faith and confidence in yourself. Always be yourself and be natural, because there's nothing worse than presenters that are quite staged, because it does come through on camera. I mean, you might might look at your favourite presenter and say that's exactly what I want to base my presenting skills or style on. But if it's not you, it's not you.
Exactly.
So be yourself. And I think also you've got to be professional. You've got to have, you know, your headshots done, your show reel up to date, do your courses, and just go for everything and never stop trying, because it is so competitive. It's such a tough industry.
Yeah.
Everyone wants your job, so you have to just stay on the ball. And if you really want it, I think, you know, eventually you will get it to some degree.
Brilliant
so
advice.
I hope that helps.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for coming on, Jordana.
Thanks
and all the best with everything you're doing. Just very quickly before you go, though, what are your future plans?
So I'm doing Show Brazil, of course. I think we've done 25 shows now, and I've got another 25 or so to go, which is brilliant. So Show Brazil. And I've also gotten into working for a production company, so presenting and getting behind the camera, which is really exciting for a change. So learning all about it from every angle.
All the best with everything. It's lovely having you on.
Thanks a lot, Chrissy.
Okay. Alrighty, but don't go away, because after the break we have Cynthia Gregoire back with us talking about back to school fashion and accessories, and also New York fashion. And also we have Teresa sharing with us autumn winter makeup tips, and also we'll be taking a look at my challenge later on.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.